everybody. Today we're just going to do a tiny taste of yoga for people who are total beginners or anyone who's trying to ease back into yoga. This is a really great session just to give you an idea of what it's like in the comfort of your own home. Yoga should never be painful, so if any of the positions that you are doing are causing you any discomfort, you really need to listen to your body. You know your body best, and back it up a little bit. You don't need to be flexible to do yoga. You don't need to be strong. You don't need to be fit. Yoga will bring all of these elements to you over time. And finally, you don't need to look like a Yoga Australia pose. So everybody's bodies are different. We're all different. So all of our poses are going to look somewhat different. That is totally fine. It doesn't matter what the pose looks like on the outside, it's how it feels on the inside and the good it does for your body. So just remember that moving your head, and let's get into some yoga. So we're just going to come into a cross-legged position. We're just resting the hands on the knees. We're just going to close down the eyes. I'll just soften the gaze a little bit if you need to keep your eyes open. Just bring the lower back in, shoulders are back. And we're just going to take a moment here just to come into our yoga space. We're just going to allow the breath to be even. Just feeling where our feet and hip bones are connecting with the mat and allowing that just to ground us down. I'm going to take a moment just to do a gentle scan through the body. So just taking note of any muscles or joints that might be a bit stiff. And we're just using the breath to relax and soften through those spots. And then we're just going to gently reopen the eyes, coming back into the room. Going to bring the hands over the heart center. Breathing in as we open wide. Breathing out, hands come back together over the heart center. We're going to drop the chin down to the chest, just softening through the back of the neck. Bringing the hands behind the head. And breathing in as we stretch the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And breathing out as the hands come down to the side. I'm just going to bring the hands over the heart center again. Breathing in as we open wide. Breathing out, hands come over the heart center. Chin drops down to the chest. Hands come behind the head. And breathing in as we stretch the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And breathing out as the hands come down to the side. We're just going to do it one last time, just working through those shoulders. So breathing in. Breathing out. Chin drops down to the chest. Hands come behind the head. Breathing in as we stretch the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And breathing out, hands come down to the side. I'm just going to turn one hand, palms up. And this time we're going to stretch out towards the walls. We're going to lift up and over the top. Really making a lot of space in the vertebrae. You can move that bottom hand out if you need to. We're just stretching through the side body. And then breathing in as we come back up, and breathing out as the hand comes down to the mat. We're just going to come to the next side. So we're bringing the next hand palms up. We're going to stretch out, lifting up and over. You can move that lower hand out if you need to, stretching through the other side. And then breathing in as we come back up, and breathing out, hand comes down to the side. We're just going to stretch the feet out in front here. Just bringing the hands onto the knees. And breathing in, we're going to stretch the fingertips up towards the ceiling. So really lifting up, bringing the stomach muscles up and in. And then breathing out, we're going to fold forward over the legs. So just bringing the hands, stretching them out down towards the feet. We're really thinking the top of the head is stretching down towards the toes. And we're just softening through that back. And then breathing in, hands are reaching back up to the ceiling, lower back's coming in, shoulders are back, looking up. And breathing out as the hands come down in front. I'm just going to go ahead and turn onto our stomachs. Going down to the top of the forehead, untucking the toes. We're bringing the hands, palms down either side of the head. And then breathing in, we're going to lift the head, looking out in front, coming up onto the elbows and into the Sphinx pose. So, if you're chilled here, you can stay here, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to go a bit further, we're going to push on the hands, we're going to come all the way up into the cobra, shoulders are down, lifting up and out, looking out in front. And then breathing out as we lower back down, all the way to the top of the head. We're just relaxing through the hips, relaxing through the thighs. And we're just going to push on the hands, come up onto all fours. We're bringing the big toes together. We're going to sink the hips back, stretch the hands out in front. And we're just softening the head down towards the ground. And then we're lifting the head back up, going back onto all fours. We're just going to bring the knees under the hips. We are going to come into downward dog, so we're just going to tuck the toes under. You might find you need to walk this out a bit. So just taking up as much room on your mats as you need to. And we're lifting the hips, sending the hips up and back. And we're coming into our downward facing dog.
even, you can hold the edge of the mat. And then we're just going to slowly walk the feet up. Let's take a nice little walk up the mat. Just bending in the knees. We're going to come into a forward fold. We're going to bring the hands either side of the feet, and then we're just going to straighten through the legs, lifting up the arms to wherever they come. You can hold onto the elbows if that's more comfortable, or you can just let the hands dangle down. Just going to soften through the back and neck. Allow the head to be really heavy. And then we're just going to bring the hands up onto the knees. We're straightening out through the back. I've not left myself enough room here, so I'm just going to take another little step back. So now we'll bring the stomach muscles up and in, and if you're happy here, please stay here. But if you want to go a bit further, we're going to bring the arms out past the ears, and we're just making a right angle with the body. And then bringing the hands back onto the knees, neck's nice and long. And then breathing out, we're just relaxing the head back down, relaxing the arms down. We're holding on the elbows, or we're relaxing the arms, just softening. And then just very slowly, because we have been upside down for a while, we're rolling up through the spine. Bringing the shoulders up and back. And we're standing up tall. And just turning to face the front. Breathing in, we're going to bring the arms up to shoulder height. And we're going to come up onto the tiptoes. And breathing out as we lower the heels down. Breathing in as we come back up. And breathing out, we lower the heels. And one last time, we're coming up onto the tiptoes. And breathing out as we lower the feet down. And we just lower the arms down. We're going to go ahead and step out wide now for our warrior poses, So we're just going to turn the front foot to the wall, keeping it in the center of the back foot. And the back foot we're going to keep on a straight edge with the edge of the mat. So turn the hips to face the front. Breathing in as we bring the arms out to shoulder height. And breathing out, we're going to sink into that front knee. Now if you're finding your knees coming past your ankle, you just use your toes to shuffle out a little bit. You want your knee to be stacked over your ankle. And then you can look out over the fingertips. And then we just turn the head back to face the front. Breathing in as we straighten through the front leg. Breathing out as we lower the arms down. And we're just going to turn both feet back to face the front. We're going to come to the next side. So we're turning the next foot, keeping it in the center of the back foot. Turn the hips to face the front. And breathing in as the arms come up to shoulder height. And breathing out as we bend into that front knee. So again, if your knee's coming past your ankle, you can just shuffle your toes out, making sure your knee is either on top of or behind the ankle. We're looking over the fingertips. And just turn the head back to face the front, breathing in as we straighten through the front leg, breathing out as we lower the arms down. I'm just turning both feet back to face the front. We're going to come back to the first foot. We're just turning it once again to face the wall, keeping it in the center of the back foot. Turn the hips to face the front. We're coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So breathing in as the arms come out to the side, and breathing out as we tip sideways. Lower hand's coming to the leg, upper hand is palms facing forward. Here you can just slide up and down depending on where you are comfortable today, but we're just trying to bring that shoulder back, getting completely flat from the top of the fingers, down the back, and down to the foot. You can look up towards the ceiling. And then we just turn the head down to look at the foot. Breathing in as we come up, hips come back under, arms come out to the side. And breathing out as we lower the arms down. Just turning the foot back to face the front, coming to the next side. Once again, we're just keeping it in the centre of the back foot and keeping that edge of your foot's going to be in the same line as the edge of the mat. We turn the hips to face the front. Breathing in, arms come out to the side. And breathing out as we tip sideways. Bring that shoulder back, opening through the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. And then we turn the head down to look at the foot. And breathing in as we come up, arms come out to the side, hips come back into the center. And breathing out as we lower the arms down. We're just going to turn both the feet back to face the front, just heel toeing back into the center and just stepping the legs out. I'm just going to make the arms really heavy now, feet are hip width apart. Now we're just turning, looking behind us as we turn, letting the arms swing out, just lifting that back foot as we turn away from it. And then we're just slowing back down, coming back to still. And we're just going to lie down onto our backs. Have a little shavasana here. We're going to stretch the legs down the mats, hands are palms up, shoulder blades are tucked under. And we're just relaxing the body down. Just softening through the hips, softening through the shoulder blades, back of the neck. just going to turn the hands, palms down by your sides now. Just bending the knees, bringing the feet to the mat. We're just trying to keep the feet and the knees all in a straight line with the hips. Hands and palms down by the sides. We're going to push on the feet, lifting the hips up and back and coming into our half bridge. And then breathing out, we're going to roll down the back. Bring the hips all the way down onto the mat. Bringing the knees over the chest, we're going to hug them in. And then we're just going to bring the hands down, palms down at shoulder height. So we're making like a T with the body. Lifting the calves, bringing them parallel to the mats. We're just going to allow the knees to come down to one side, just using the stomach muscles to guide them down, relaxing them onto the ground or towards the ground. We're just softening into a spinal twist here. So we're not pushing or forcing the legs down, we're just relaxing them wherever they fall. And if you want a bit more of a twist, you can look up towards the ceiling, or a bit more again, you can look over the opposite shoulder. And then we're looking back up towards the ceiling. It's using the stomach muscles to lift the legs back up and over. And then breathing out as we allow them to come down to the next side. Just softening down the next side. And close down the eyes if you're comfortable too. And then looking back up towards the ceiling. It's using the stomach muscles to lift the legs back up and over. We're bringing the hands around the knees. And this time we're just going to rock from side to side, just following the knees with the nose, keeping the spine straight. And we're just coming back into the center. Letting go of the legs, bring the feet back onto the mat. We're just going to stretch the feet back down, turn the hands, palms up. We're just coming to the end of a little taste of yoga, a tiny taste of yoga. I'm just going to take a moment here just to relax the body down into the mat, making it super heavy. And if you want to do a full Shavasana, I do have another YouTube YouTube video for that, which feel free to click over to. It's just 10 minutes relaxation. And just give yourself just a moment to relax and soften and clear the mind. If not, then just namaste.